Hey, so I know it's very late and that I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm just coming back right now to deliver a proper breakdown of the We Appreciate You video. Now, I'm gonna break this video down into sections so I can show every detail you probably have seen or you might not have seen, but let's just get into it. Alright, so to begin, we have the UI. So the bars we see in the UI are the HP bar on the left, the stamina bar on the right, the evade bar on the top left, the parry bar on the top right, and the mode bar for devil fruits in the center. Here's all the bars when they are full. Now I will say the UI looks different than the one shown in Not Movie 3, and I'm not sure if this is like the default one or if like through progression you get more added to the basic UI, but let's get back to the bars. In the video you can clearly see some of these bar functions, or if you've played a game you've seen these bar functions, but I'm just going to explain them in detail anyways. So the HP bar obviously drains when you take damage and has a slow regen over time. The evade bar is used for an evade, obviously, and it's gained by taking damage. The parry bar is used for a mid-combo parry that you seemingly can only use when the bar is maxed out, and that bar fills up by dealing damage. The mode bar is used for your devil fruit mode, and it gives you additional skills. If you want to see the actual true mode bar function, watch Not Movie 3 because it was not used in this video. But you get the taking damage, dealing damage functions, and now we're about to cover one that you don't gain it by dealing damage. The bar that I was talking about is the stamina bar, and it's used for a handful of things. So in order to use Geppo, weapon skills, an aerial down slam, the strong dash, and a combo breaking block, you need a certain amount of stamina, and I'll get into that combo breaking block later on. But the bar regenerates pretty fast. You don't need to take damage or deal damage, it just regenerates over time. And now for another important part of the UI, the icons. The icons under the HP and stamina bars are actually very simple and self-explanatory, excluding the last one, which I'll talk about in a sec. The icons shown in the UI are the front and back dash icon, the side dash icon, the down slam icon, the strong dash icon, the parry icon, and the block buffer wake evade icon. All the icon functions go on cooldown when you use them. So the front dash when you use your front and back dash, the side dash when you use your side dash, the down slam when you use your down slam, and so on and so forth. As seen in the video, just a large amount of times, the strong dash propels you forward and has a cool clash system, which they explained at towards the end of the video. But I'll just explain it again. So with the normal clash, it ends in a stalemate, so it's just a cool effect clash. And then there's a mini game clash. You do a mini game, the loser gets pushed back really far, and it's kind of cool though. This is a bit of a side note, but they do mention that you can use hockey in clashing, but we'll have to actually see it. But they mention that you can disable the minigame with hockey somehow, and you also can actually clash. They showed this before in the movie 3 trailer. In the Rell Sees 4 section, you can see two people clearly clashing. It's just, not really clear because it's blurry, but it's still a really cool detail. Now, the parry shown with the parry icon seems to have two variations depending on what you're parrying. For example, parrying from a distance seems to stun your opponent, while parrying up close seems to push your opponent back. Also, another detail everybody's pretty much seen by now is that the parry makes your eye glow red when used successfully. Now for both of these functions, I actually am unsure if there's more to this. With the eye thing, I don't know if that's a Conqueror's hockey thing or observation, or if it's a poster thing. I have no idea. But for the actual pushing and stunning functions, I don't know if there's a poster that changes that, or if it's the skills used change it. I guess we'll just have to see that when we actually get in game. But the real kind of tricky one for me, at least right now, is the block buffer and wake icon function. So they show the wake evade like part clearly, and it's like you have to press the key that activates the icon while using the side dash at the same time, and it even has like a sound cue like when you use it. But the block buffer part is shown a couple times, and they said something about it, and I can't really see what it adds. Like they both mention it twice.
I remember they just died back when I get the buffer off. You use your buffer?
But I can't see if it's something like we're supposed to, clearly know, or if it's like a dev thing. I don't know, like somebody can tell me in the comments, please do, but like, yeah, I just don't understand what the block buffer part adds to this, combat system. Anyway, let's get on to the actual combat details. So as you saw when they first actually started initiating M1 combat, you can see that there's like 5 circles at the bottom of your character that seem to appear, like I said, when your combo starts. And I kind of named it like I didn't name it, but like I kind of call it a hit counter that just counts your hits and stuff. From what I've actually analyzed, your first M1 seems to count as a hit. It seems to be the main way the hit counter even appears. And using like the amount of circles in the hit counter as a reference, you probably get around like 5 M1s, or just 5 times to hit a skill or hit somebody. Now, as they show, you can mix up your combo with weapon skills, but it still counts as a hit on the hit counter. Like it disappears, but it still counts when you like do it mid combo. Missing M1s after, I think, like landing one or just, hitting the block seems to still counts as hits, so you probably can't continue to combo if you already at maxed out hits. Speaking of which, after about 5 or 6 hits on the ground, the hit counter turns red, probably indicating that you can no longer continue your combo. So as they show in the video, probably dashing around and doing some movement kind of resets that, so you'll restart your combo. After about 3 hits, an upward arrow appears indicating that you can start your air combo, and it continues to appear after the 3rd hit, so you probably can just wait it out to the 4th or 3rd hit, so you don't have to do it directly after starting an M1 combo or a regular skill combo. Now, one detail I did kind of find cool, even though it's kind of basic, is that the arrow does not appear unless you're actually making contact, even with the block, meaning you can't just start one unless you're up close, which, yeah, like I said, is just kind of cool. Continuing with air combat, while you're in air combo, you seem to only get 2 hits before it ends, but it also seems that if you're already in the air while starting a combo, you get the regular 5 hits before it ends. So yeah. Now, while an opponent is using a combo, you can choose to block after about 4 hits, but it takes stamina, it requires stamina, like I mentioned earlier. That's the combo ending, combo breaking block that I mentioned. Oh, and speaking of stamina, blocking actually stalls stamina gain, so it would probably be best to take advantage of the movement and throw in occasional blocks like they do in the video, where they're dashing around and then block. Now, as you noticed in the video, getting block broken by certain stuff seems to knock you back quite a bit. So I guess unless you're knocked back from a distance or by projectiles, you have a decent amount of recovery time. Also, I did find the chirping bird sound effect and animation pretty cool and fun. The grab throw we saw in movie 2, which is performed by Heavy plus M1s, it was combined with Sir Propeller, which is a poster, and it even has a cancel mechanic that you can just you can just cancel it if you want to just teleport in the air, maybe start an air combo. Well, yeah, we have to see that too. That's a function they haven't explained. Next, we have the weapons. There were a total of 5 weapons shown in this video, but like the only basic weapons like the dagger, katana, and spear were shown in actual combat, while the other two, I just made up these names for real from what I observed. The anchor saw, broadsword, and the fan axe that has like a dagger or spearhead were not. I'm just gonna take it that they're probably like boss dropped or something. Yeah, one thing you definitely probably noticed is that every basic weapon shown in combat had 2 skills, which might be true for all basic weapons. And nearly all the skills were showcased in this video, with like the first dagger move. I forgot what it was called, but I think I'll show up in the video. But it was performed by Rell, which is the other brother. But it's fine though. It's just a basic barrage skill anyway. So yeah, we've already seen these, but I'm gonna explain them anyways. The katana has slash serenade, which is just a basic sword barrage, and it has mirage strike, which is like a quick slash that teleports you forward. The dagger has assassin frenzy, which is a barrage of quick stabs. That was the skill I was talking about earlier that was showcased by Brilson. And it also has a shadow strike, which is a slice skill that like teleports you forward or toward your opponent twice if you land it, which they missed it in the video, which I might show a clip of. Now the spear heavy weapon has skewer strikes, which is a barrage of spear jabs, which is, you know, kind of a cool trend of having barrages, and blinding ward, which is a very quick spear jab dash. Binding ward kind of functions like a quicker strong dash, if you notice in the video. Weapon skills also seem to have a clash system, but seemingly just with barrage skills so far. But it's still pretty cool. Now before the video ends, there are still a few more things that I'd like to cover. Obviously, from the first moments of this video, the map's design is awesome. The armors shown looked very clean and cool, and the battle was very, well, as you can tell, informative and interesting as well. The combo breaking block is the one I mentioned that requires stamina, and it's not a perfect block like I've heard people say. I mean, it's in no way confirmed, but the way they used it makes me truly believe it's definitely not a perfect block. Like, especially in this moment here, which I'll show, it looked like Relson got his combo breaking block, then dropped it just to block again. And you know, from the games I've played, perfect blocks don't usually work like that. Another thing I've heard people speculate, specifically from this video, is that the mode bar could also be used for weapons as well as fruits. But based on what we've been shown, I highly seriously doubt that's the case, because we've only seen it used with fruits, namely Mara and Soul, and they didn't even attempt to use it in this video. I just think that like the fruit mode bar effects appear even if you don't currently have the fruit equipped, but you know, really, who am I to say? Again, I need an explanation for the block buffer thing. I know what a block buffer is and what it does, but I did not see it like used in this video for real. Now, if this video does get, you know, some comments and stuff, I will say this is the one I've been thinking about the most. Most of the combat details, like the hit counter, the air combo stuff, etc., they were first shown off in like movie 3, or not movie 3, I mean, and you know, little snippets here and there. So I do apologize if it feels like I'm just covering details that already been broken down, but like, you know, bigger YouTubers or just other people in general. Like, I don't want to waste anybody's time. Well, anyway, that's all from me today. Sorry this is so late, and I am super sorry for the billionth promise to come back for my actual, you know, subscribed fans. I'm trying to get my schedule back in order and, you know, get back on track. But subscribe if you're new, drop a like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.